In today's crypto news, Donald and Elon are fighting again. We've got Robinhood making some mega news, but we'll start off with some massive news, which is you can now buy stocks on Solana. Let's get amongst it. This is incredible. We've done a dedicated video, will be out later today. Tokenized stocks are now live on Solana. Over 55 US equities, Tesla, Nvidia. You can just now go and buy them with your Solflare on Jupiter. And you can even LP, so check out that video for more information. Bitcoin's also had its highest monthly close in history. So even though we're not at all-time highs, at the end of the month, the candle, this is the highest it's ever been. Up, up, up. Perfect. Now, unfortunately, Elon and Trump are not happy with each other, of course. Ultimately, I'm covering this because if money printing happens, our assets go up, and they go up better than if you're just holding NASDAQ, S&P 500 kind of tokens or stocks or indexes. So basically, he's on this rampage, which is strange because he said he's just going to go focus on AI again, just fully focus on AI. That's all he really wants to focus on. Instead, he's now going to focus back on politics and this debt cycle. Maybe, just maybe, AI told him that like this is super important. Who knows? Doesn't matter if you're left or right, money printing happens. It's just the way things go. And if this bill gets passed, which probably it will, and ideally it does for our bags, he believes it's going to be insane. So Trump's come out and said like Elon would have to go back to South Africa if he didn't get these incentives from the EV mandate and blah blah blah. So they're not playing nice in the sandpit. And apparently 80% in his poll voted for 80. Does this mean that I voted? Because I didn't, but maybe one of the researchers did. Anyway, his goal is that you don't bankrupt America, but there's no way out of this. When you just have more and more debt, it's just like if you're a poor person before you win the lottery. You can't escape it. It's just impossible other than going bankrupt. Anyway, Bitcoin itself, you can see we have those nice monthly candles, which is fantastic to see. And we're at the beginning of a new month. Where will it go? Useless, just as a little bit of an idea. Like we haven't got the token. The token hasn't fallen yet. And sometimes just a DCA into something that has got a strong narrative could be an ideal thing. And just checking out your fibs as well, or just playing with the DLMM tech that allows you to kind of buy the dips if you're bullish on it. S&P 500 is at like all-time highs. NASDAQ's at all-time highs. So you can see the euphoria here. Meanwhile, just like we spoke about yesterday, it was starting to look red for Bitcoin with Katoshi settings. Essentially, as we start to level off, like when we've got these big moves like that, perfect. Then when we start to level out, personally, I'm more keen to close a trade. And if we have a repetition of this movement here, we're gonna roller coaster a little bit. This was a bit of a fake out and then down, a tiny bit of green and then down. So exactly where we go, we can't tell, but the market structure currently is deciding where it wants to go. This is what we've got in terms of our levels. We're bouncing off the 0.236 fib, but you could be buying all the way down. If you believe in Bitcoin, you could set up as a DLMM. And let's just move me. You see we've had lows and then a lower low and then a lower low here. So what we'd ideally want is to close at this fib level. Like if we come on down, then the market structure starts to change because we are bullish on the monthly, but short-term 4-hour, not so bullish. Solana, unfortunately, is not looking like super hot. Of course, we've got some attention, but all the gains up to 160, they've all just been erased as we've come on down. And like this is the important level for us to hold. It's just like the attention's not on us right now. So we're not expecting any moon targets. And 190 looks really good, to be perfectly honest. Hyperliquid as well, it's not able to reclaim the trend line. And I do think this is probably just due to more competition in the club space. And they're going to start to eat into their profitability, even if it takes a little bit of time. So I think buying these levels, DCAing if we start to come down here is a better idea. I'm not shorting or longing because Bitcoin's gone red. Like you could go and potentially short some things, but shorting in these when NASDAQ's at all-time highs, S&P 500's at all-time highs. Trump is trying to push through money printing. Robinhood allows stocks. You can buy stocks on Solana. All this sort of stuff. That is not like, they're not like prime shorting conditions, but at the same time, they're not prime longing conditions. And this is just really what I want to reiterate. If you are getting scared out of the market because we're not at these euphoric levels, I get it. But potentially, I mean, this is a long way away. May 2026, Fed Chair's Powell's term will come to an end. But we want rates to go down before then. So if we have to wait until then, well, the crypto market would have had some issues. Got some really bullish news here for Nikita, who's now joining as X as a head of product. And if you click on his bio, he's an advisor to Solana in terms of the apps and stuff, which is cool. So Robinhood unveils an Arbitrum-powered Layer 2 and tokenized stocks, which is available in the EU, over 200 tokenized US stocks, which is really cool, 24/7 trading and whatnot. Now, this probably meant that Arbitrum gave them hundreds of millions of dollars, but it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, I'm not invested in the Arbitrum token. I don't think it's going to have much value, but the fact that this is bringing more people into crypto is a net win. Also, if you do use them, and I don't, but if you do, if you're Robinhood EU customer and you qualify, you're now able to claim some tokens for the first private company stock option tokens of OpenAI and SpaceX. So it looks like you can claim these tokens in app until July 7th. So you need to get in there until July 7th. Otherwise, I'm not sure, maybe you lose them. Not entirely sure. Humor, if you're into this, like I think stablecoins are big. Humor, we've done a video on it. Do I understand everything about it? No. And I've never seen anyone that really understands. Ideally, a podcast will probably sort this out. But if you're bullish on the token, you can go and stake and get some more feathers. I don't have a whole lot of the token. I think that's a cool dApp, but I don't have a whole lot of the token. And there's some changes to APY. If you want to find out more about this, then you can go have a look at this person, Lockie. He's always yapping on about it. Go ping us some questions. Lockie Jarvis 201. I'm sure he'll get some stuff out there. However, if it's just like a liquidity pool with some USDC and some of their tokens, that could be worthwhile for you in terms of collecting more points. 1inch wallet has been added for Solana Support. Not going to use them or anything like that. I don't think it's even 1inch is very good. I know it's okay for Ethereum, but it compares nothing to Jupiter. But nevertheless, this means there's more attention coming over here, even in these quieter times. And the last thing we'll end with is Drift. Fuel redemption is live. You can go and claim Drift, and you can also go and get a bonus. So I don't know if I've got any in this tutorial wallet. We can have a look quickly. Come here, Drift.Foundation Fuel, /claim. Another wallet that I connected, it had a tiny amount. And the deadline, by the way, is November 14. Can't be in the US, yada, yada, yada. Solflare, connect away. I'm not eligible for Drift in this wallet. I don't think it's going to give you very much. And the actual price, the token price has not done very well at all. It's dropped significantly since Solana Accelerate. Good product, but yeah, the token is not doing well right now. So you do whatever you want with your Drift tokens. That's all. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you in the next video.